This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Man United we're talking about.
This is Manchester 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 United we're talking about.
Oh, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about. Manchester United we're talking about here.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
I mean, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about. It's Man United we're talking about. It is Man United we're talking about. It's Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about.
This is Man United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about.
We're talking about Manchester United.
Yes, people, this is Manchester United we're talking about. Good morning, wherever you are in the world. It might be the afternoon. It could be even nighttime. Doesn't matter, because we're going to be talking about United latest. We come out last night. Is it a bit of a blow? We don't know yet. We know that Richard Rios is wanted by several top clubs in Europe, including Manchester United being one of the admirers, and also Inter Milan being at the top of that list at the moment to replace Hakan Çalhanoğlu. I think that's how you say his name. So big up for wherever you are. Love for that 9 a.m. show, as you know. It's absolutely roasting outside. It's a beautiful day. And also, you know, there's Dumfries, 25 million euro release clause, valid until halfway through July. We don't know when, but we'll talk about it a little bit. And Douglas Luiz is actually liked at Manchester United. I can't believe I missed that one yesterday, but here we are talking about it today instead. It's a good time, you know, to be honest, when you were talking about midfielders, because I remember only the other week where we was getting stressed out being linked to absolutely no one. So that's that. Make sure you smash the likes. Likes are super important. So whatever you're doing right now, if you stop what you're doing, like the video, thumbs up. I don't know what mode you're on, whether it's light mode, dark mode, whatever mode. There's a thumb button available right there. But yeah, big up from wherever you are. Good morning. Big up Kazi in the building. Broderick says what we're saying. We're all good, man. I hope you lot all got your brews as well. Got your rival tears ones. That's what I got mine. There you go. Big up Paul as well in the buildings. Nice to see you, mate. Step says, and Boomo staying at Brentford. I haven't seen none of that. So we'll see what happens there. Retro, what are they talking about? I do wonder. Mustafa, big up. Lebo as well, or Lebo. Big up Robert. I see you in the back. And then obviously there is Chris as well. So love for all of you that are here. Shay, nice and bright and early. Hopefully you're not missing hooks too much. Anyways, man, let's dive straight into this. Richard Rios. Has anyone been watching him in the Club World Cup? Because I certainly have for Palmeiras. He's playing against Chelsea tomorrow night, I think, something like 7 o'clock. I can't remember. I won't personally be watching it because as I've got other important duties to attend. But regardless of that, I will definitely be catching some highlights because this man's been amazing when you deep it. You looked at Palmeiras' games. They keep putting this Esteval, as superior player of the match. And obviously it's fan voted. So, you know, there's a bunch of Chelsea fans. Even if he's been absolutely meaty, they still vote for him. But we all know that Richard Rios has been the guy that's been absolutely balling out in that midfield. He's absolutely been impressive. They're talking about £20 million that he can leave. You know, I saw all his stats as well. You can go check it on FBref. Go check it on SofaScore. No matter how much you want to pinpoint it, we've got AMORIM's perfect midfielder right here. Right there. And we are interested, so don't go on like we're not. And we're apparently sending scouts on Friday for Palmeiras versus against Chelsea to see what he's really like up and close against the top side. You know, there's no Caicedo, but they've got the likes of, you know, Enzo Fernandez. They've got Andre Santos, Cole Palmer. So we'll see how he does against their midfield rather than maybe another type of midfield that he's been against recently. In Brazil, he's like in the top 1. Is it in the top 1% or something like that? Where it comes down to tackles and interceptions, the guy's a beast. Again, I do have one issue, though. One maybe slight issue, and I mentioned it yesterday night, if anyone caught it. We've seen him deployed in more of an attacking box-to-box phase, and that might suit Man United, because if you've seen Agate, he doesn't always hang back, right? And we've seen Bruno Fernandes also drop deep and collect the ball. I don't think he can do first phase with Bruno Fernandes, but Richard Rios, I've not seen enough personally, because I don't watch Brazilian games. I haven't seen him pick the ball from the defense. And I think that's a major concern in terms of Manchester United wanting to do this whole, you know, possession-based style 3-4-3 in the future. So I do wonder how he's like that. Maybe you lot. No, I know in the Brazilian league, I know he's Colombian, but in the Brazilian league, innit? So I do wonder if any of you lot have got the knowledge for me in the comments, maybe after the stream or during the stream, because I need some clips. Because every time I got a compilation of him up as well from like maybe last year or even this year, I haven't really seen none of that. He's usually driving with the ball. Driving with the ball is something we definitely need and a profile we 100% need. You know, when it comes to athleticism in this side, you know, if we are to get Mbeumo through the door and let alone Cunha, let alone whoever else may get, we still lack a lot of powerful athletes in our squad. You know, you got others crying for Scott McTominay. Who's crying over Scott McTominay? Do you know what I mean? I'm not, no one, but we need that kind of profile with more IQ and with way more, you know, effectiveness in the middle of the park. We do need someone that's going to clamp up and chop up that midfield because we don't have anyone as strong other than Casemiro. And he's looking like he's on his, obviously he's on a decline at the moment. He'd definitely still be useful though. Of course he would. You know, he's going to be here for another year. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. But Richard Rios is definitely one that I think most fans, you don't have to be a Man United fan to look at that guy and probably be excited to watch the guy. You know, in possession, he's fine. You know, when he gets up to the final third, he's definitely got an eye for goal. You know, he's definitely one to run. But from what I've seen, he loves a challenge. He can't help himself. But I've seen him get dipped a couple of times when he's a little bit too keen and, you know, he's not holding his position. I don't know how disciplined he is, but if you're going to be a part of a Palmeiras setup, you have to do, well, you have to be disciplined, don't you? Their whole bread and butter is pretty much counter-attack and literally be in a unit from what I've seen. From what I've seen. But what are you guys thinking of him? I think he's perfect. He might not be everything, but in terms of price, in terms of the valuation, in terms of the profile, I think he's perfect. And he's not exactly Jason Wilcox type, you know, in terms of what the policy. He's not Premier League proven. But if you're going to look outside of the Prem, there's not many that you can come up with. I hear Lamine Kamara's, you know, he's quite short. Bruno Fernandes is very short. It doesn't make any sense. You know, you look at other players as well. I've never heard of. There's another one in Monaco. Never heard of him. Do you know what I mean? We're talking about Lucas Nemecha. We got some interest there, but we're not. There's no bid. And also, there's a lot. He's in the Bundesliga with a bit of a history with injuries. So we'll see what happens there as well, man. Baby Joe Linton Destroyer. Whoa, you know what? That's not even a bad shout, is it, Watson? That's not a bad shout. Oh, I never thought of it like that. Why can't United sign Richard Rios? I've been waiting for him since FIFA World Cup. It seems so good. He does seem so good. It's just when it comes to United and doing these signings, you know, when it comes to us, it's so easier. Like it's easier said than done, obviously, to get a deal over the line. He's probably got many options on the table. It's just like, who's going to be serious to go and get him? Literally, who's going to be serious? Because it might be us, it might not be us. But as far as I'm concerned, United can't even move for the midfielder yet until maybe Jadon Sancho leaves. And we don't even know if the Sancho stuff is going to be certified 100%. And by the way, may I say, good riddance. But with Rios, if we could move quickly for him or maybe even Douglas Luiz, because it even came out yesterday that, you know, Man United are definitely big fans of Douglas Luiz, which is good signs. I wouldn't mind either or of them, either or. The difference with Douglas Luiz, he's definitely more of a playmaker. You know, United definitely could do with another playmaker for the future. And even if we did get someone that's more defensively capable than Douglas Luiz, aka Wharton next season, then, you know, he can do stuff going further forward. But it's kind of in the same breath with Richard Rios. Like, does United need someone that's going to be more effective driving the ball in the pitch? Is he going to be used to the high intensity? We've seen him play in tight spaces already. He looks quite calm. You know, we're going to have a bit more of a different profile in terms of a Douglas Luiz compared to a Rios. Richard Rios is not the one that's going to spray the ball. I've not seen him do it that much at all. Like, he seems more like a short passer than a long passer. So, and you know, with Ruben Amorim, he likes players that can switch the ball quite effectively. We see Hillman up for 34 million. He's definitely got more of an all-rounder. I think that's maybe someone United could definitely be looking at. But maybe the pace of the Premier League could be a little bit too much for him. It could be an opportunity. I don't know if Richard Rios has the physicality and discipline to partner Bruno. He definitely has the physicality. The discipline, though, that's definitely something up for debate. Yeah, I see Forest are interested, but Forest get rejected left, right, and center, don't they? So even if they wanted him and we wanted him, we'd definitely win that battle. But you know, it seems more like an Inter Milan type deal. 100 million% in my mind, anyways. With Inter Milan being interested, with others going out, it's just within that price range where an Italian team would pick someone up like that, of that quality, anyways, for that price. And then obviously, before you know it, they got a shirt up before we've got a shirt up for flipping in Bumo saying we've signed him. You know, whether it's 24 million, I'm sorry, if it's 64 million or 70 million, it's a little bit too perfect. It's way too perfect. But I would love this player. But it'd be nice if United could get maybe 2 midfielders. I keep saying it. It's the dire need for more profiles because we don't know if Toby Colley is going to stay at the club. I like to look at Toby Colley's profile and think a little bit like it's quite similar to Richard Rios' profile. And again, I'm going to say it. You guys might not be Toby Colley's fan, but I am. Because if he had a wicked little name like Richard Rios, you lot would be glazing it. You know, when it comes to him, he's exactly not a long-range passer in Toby Colley. He keeps things simple. He can definitely collect the ball to back 4 or back 3 or the keeper, and he can definitely drive with the ball. It's pretty similar in that profile of what Richard Rios can provide Manchester United. You know, it's been a long time since we've had some, I don't know, you know, like a player that could just pick up the ball, like AK Kobe Mainu, right? We see when he first came through the club and we saw him drive through Everton's midfield in his debut, let alone defending it, let alone all the other games that he was a part of before he got his injuries. You know, that's what we need. But we need that where it's just effective. And the last part is just energy. The energy part of the game, you know, United seem to get tired out very quickly. Now, I don't know how long Douglas Luiz can exactly last in the 90 minutes. I can't remember the last time he even completed 90 minutes with Juventus. Might have been recently, to be fair. I saw him get 45 minutes against Al Ain, but everyone else, I don't think he's got, you know, the full 90. My thing is has he still got that engine? Is the muscle fatigue maybe catching up with him? I would still take a risk if he's worth the 25 million rumored coming out from Juventus's camp. But Richard Rios can run all game long. I remember just watching him last game. I can't believe when you've got that nuisance, that Fernandinho type energy. I just think it's so useful. And you know, I'm tired of United in spells where we look good for like 20 minutes. And then, yeah, don't get me wrong, the press is fine for 45 minutes. But anything beyond that, we're looking absolutely dross because every Tom, Dick, and Harry is tired. We've seen it. I remember what did we used to call it? 60-minute Man United or 64th minute Man United. Literally before the first subs come in. And you would just look lackluster and we just give away the ball and we just look crap. Just look crap. So yeah, adding that physicality in aside, I just think it just the profile alone just uptakes United into another stratosphere. No, it's a long time. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Agate is not exactly the most progressive midfielder, but when he does play, you know, it's not exactly. I wouldn't call it a great footballing midfield, but bar that, you miss his energy when he doesn't play. So, and you need someone that if he's going to have energy, you're going to have to play a little bit more progressive. You know, one thing with Rios is definitely a progressive midfielder. He passes forward, but he's happy to keep it ticking as well. He does seem a bit excited when he is on the field, I must admit. But I'm only going off the Club World Cup. I'm literally, what? 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 There's no way. I ain't seen that. He just got married. It's on Marker. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's so sad. What? Is this true? Wait, one sec. Let me read this. Is this? Let me translate this correctly. He just got married. No way. It's not that you can't be lying about that either. Can anyone else confirm this? It's kind of put me off my whole flow. Oh my God, Daily Mail. Oh no. Oh no, bro. And his brother as well. It's weird, man. When you see other human beings dying, man, it's fucking upsetting, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's upset me. That's upset me, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I got a little tear, man. That's so sad. Oh, bro. Fucking hell, man. No, man. Jeez. Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't know what to say. That's put me off my flow. Even Daily Mail's reporting it. That's mental. That's mental. Fucking hell. Yeah, it looks like looks like that's the case at the moment. Rest in peace to Diogo Jota and his brother Andre, man. It's Portuguese media reporting it now as well. "28 is way too young, man. I'm only 29. Fucking hell. Yeah, man. Damn. Life's short, isn't it? Life's so short. You just never know when it's your turn. Literally, like, tomorrow's not promised. Yeah, man. I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie, people. That's put me off my whole Man United flow, man. Oh man, that's sad. That's sad. That's so sad, man. Man, fuck. Yeah. Should we continue talking about United? I'm not even in the mood. I'm not even in the mood anymore. I'll try to keep it moving, innit? I'll try to keep it moving. Let's talk something. Let's just talk Man United. Let's just keep talking Man United. I might just end the fucking stream. He was a good player, man. He was a really good player. He pissed me off so many times. Just scoring all the time. Like, honestly, all the time. You know, if you needed a goal, Diogo Jota. No, Arsenal loved the goal. Man United loved the goal. Poaching, finishing, you know, little nuisance. But I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I can't talk, man. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna do a video in it. So, yeah, that's just ruined my whole flow, bruv. Yeah, calm. Yeah,